All right, let's talk about a huge shift that's happening right now. For years, the name of the game for any business online was simple: get to the top of Google. Well, that's changing. We're seeing a fundamental change in how we find things, and it's raising a new, really critical question for pretty much every business out there.
I mean, think about it. For the better part of 2 decades, the internet has played by a pretty consistent set of rules. And businesses, whether they're big or small, they've all been focusing their energy on answering one single dominant question.
This one. This question right here has driven, trillions of dollars in marketing and has literally shaped entire industries. The goal was always so clear: just get your website to the top of that famous list of blue links. But that whole dynamic is being turned on its head. Instead of typing keywords into a search bar and scrolling through pages of results, your potential customers are starting to skip that whole process. They're just asking for what they want. They're asking questions exactly like this. But here's the key. They're not asking a search engine. They're asking an AI. And that is a totally different kind of conversation, which, as you can guess, needs a completely different way to get found. Okay, so before we dive deep into this new way of doing things, let's do a quick refresh on the world we all know and have worked in for years.
We're all super familiar with SEO, right? It's the art and science of making search engines like Google believe that your website is the best, most relevant result for certain search. You rank higher, you get more clicks. Simple. It's a game of visibility we've all been playing.
But what happens when the user doesn't want a list of 10 options? What if they just want the answer? This is where a totally new player enters the game. And here they are. These platforms are quickly becoming the new front door to the internet for millions, and I mean millions of people. Instead of searching, people are having conversations, they're asking for advice, for recommendations, and they're getting these instant, summarized answers. This is the new first stop for information.
So, if SEO is what we do for search engines, what's the game plan for these new AI platforms? Well, this is where a new acronym comes into play: AEO.
AEO, or AI Engine Optimization, is a whole different ballgame. It's not really about traditional keywords and backlinks. It's about structuring all of your business information, your services, your location, your expertise, your content, structuring it in a way that an AI can easily digest it, understand it, and, this is the most important part, trust it enough to recommend you to a user.
This right here, this is probably the clearest way to think about it. SEO is all about fighting for a good spot on the list of results. AEO, on the other hand, is about becoming the answer itself. You get to bypass the list completely. It's a huge change in what the end goal is. So let's break this down even more. Let's put them side by side to really see how they differ in what they're trying to do. Just look at the difference in the end game here. With SEO, the goal is to be highly visible inside a ranked list. You're one of several options for the user to choose from. But with AEO, the goal is to be the direct, authoritative recommendation from the AI. You're not just another option. You're presented as the solution. You can almost think of it in layers. You've got your broad general SEO for overall visibility. Then you have a local SEO, which is more specialized, right? For things like Google Maps and those near-me searches. Well, AEO is the next evolution. It's a totally distinct field that's laser-focused on being the answer inside these new AI assistants. It doesn't replace the others, it just works right alongside them.
Okay, so this is all new and different, but you might be wondering, why is this so critical to act on, right now? Well, because ignoring this shift comes with some pretty serious risks. First, you could become completely invisible. You could be #1 on Google, but if you're not optimized for AEO, the AI might just not see you at all. Second, the AI could get it wrong. It might misrepresent your business using old or just plain incorrect info it scraped from somewhere. And the worst one, you will absolutely lose customers to the competitors who are showing up as the trusted answer.
But let's flip that around, because the opportunity here is massive. If you lean into AIO, you get to control your own story on these new platforms. When a trusted AI like ChatGPT recommends you, that instantly boosts your credibility. And maybe most importantly, you're future-proofing your business for a world that is very clearly becoming AI first. And look, this isn't just some vague theory. It's a very real, actionable process. It all starts with figuring out your goals. Then you actually create what are called knowledge profiles. You can think of them like a resume for your business that an AI can read. From there, you go back and optimize your content for both people and machines. And finally, you work to make sure that information is actually getting discovered and used correctly in those AI answers. So let's be super clear. This is not about getting rid of SEO. Not at all. Traditional search is still incredibly important. But in the world we live in now, it's just not enough all by itself. To stay visible, to stay competitive, your strategy has to grow to include this new AI-driven world. And that really brings us to the final and most critical question. This isn't some trend that's maybe coming in a few years. It's happening right now, today. Your customers are already asking AI these questions. The only question left is your business ready to be the one that gives them the answer?